guys? It's Carly back with another video, and today we have another Games I Beat recently video, episode 8 I'm pretty sure, which is crazy. That is 40 games since we started this series, because I do 5 in a episode, so that's crazy. 40 games in, man, and I don't know when I started it either. Probably been doing it for a little while, but I got 5 more games to show you guys and talk about a little bit. The first one was an Xbox Live Games with Gold game. It was Murdered Soul Suspect. Here's a picture, and I'm going to show some pictures of it as I talk about it. It's basically a glorified walking simulator to me. It is, you start off, you play the game as a detective who is investigating his death, or his murder, trying to find out who did it and why and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. I like the story a lot, but the gameplay was pretty bare, I guess you could say. It was mainly a collect-a-thon, going through, finding all these journal documents, ghost stories, because you're a ghost, obviously, you're in this ghost realm. So mainly you're just going through, finding out different little detective scenes, kind of like in the Batman games almost. There's only one enemy in the game that you fight, and it's not even really fighting, it's just a series of sneaking up behind their demons, I think, and they look a lot like the Dementors on Harry Potter. You sneak up behind them, and then you banish them, and that's basically it. So it's kind of like Outlast in the sense that you can't fight them directly, you have to, but in Outlast you can't fight them at all. But in this game, you can't just fight them directly, you have to sneak up behind them and then do it, or you can just run and hide from them instead. I preferred to get them all out of the room so I could explore as I wanted to. So that's kind of how I did it. Story-wise, it was pretty good. Gameplay-wise, there wasn't much going on. I did like the town of Salem. That's where it takes place at, where the witch trials and stuff like that took place. The setting was pretty cool, and I liked the ghost world. It was kind of neat and spooky. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It was slightly above average. If you like games like The Walking Dead or the Telltale games, you might like it. It's a little bit more to do in this game than in those games, but it's the same premise pretty much. You don't choose any dialogue really though. It's like a walking simulator with a bunch of collectibles. I recommend it if you're into those kinds of games. So like I said, 6 out of 10 on that one. The next one is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. So I played the first part recently in a video, and this one was pretty good. I think it was better than the first one as far as gameplay and story, mainly because in the movies, of course, this is the more action-packed of the movies. I liked the Hogwarts battles and stuff. It was the same thing as the first part. Third person shooter cover based. That's the terms I'm trying to use. So, but with your wands, you're shooting over rocks. But I did get pretty good at switching spells. Like you tap Y to use this spell to switch to it, and then you tap X twice to switch to another spell. So I was getting pretty good at switching spells and casting. I felt like a pro wizard. But it was pretty good. It was kind of short. I want to say like 5 hours maybe, and I was done with it. So, but if you like Harry Potter, it was alright. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It's an average game. I think that's what I gave the first one to. This one, like I said, was a little bit more action-packed than the first one, but still an average game. So, if you like Harry Potter, maybe check it out. Alright, the next one I played was Batman Telltale Games. This is the second one, The Enemy Within. It was pretty good. I'm going to have to play through it again. There's 2 different storylines basically in this game. Like in any Walking Dead game, there's an evil and a good side. Well, this is a little bit different. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Go play it and you'll see what I mean. I did get the good version, I guess. And if you've played it, you know what I mean by that. It was good. I like Batman a lot, and this is actually what kind of made me get into comics, really. After I finished playing this game, I was like, I just want to get more into that world, And so I am thankful to this game for that. As far as Telltale games, It was probably one of my favorites. Excuse the geese in the background. They always get crazy this time of day. But I'll probably rank it up there. I'd say probably my favorite Telltale game. I'm gonna have to do a video on that one day. But it's up there with Game of Thrones, maybe, as far as how good it is. I liked it a lot. It's a shame that we're not gonna get any more Telltale games unless someone else maybe gets the rights. I don't know how all that works, but this was a pretty good last hurrah. I think I've played pretty much all of them at this point. I need to play the other Walking Dead ones. But I liked it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, I guess. It was pretty good. I liked it a good bit. I think I would have liked it more if I went the bad way in it. So I might have to go back and do that. Or maybe just look at YouTube to see how it goes. But I liked it. 7 out of 10. The next one. This was a really freaking good game. Just looking at it, I'm like, man, I enjoyed this. And it is Spec Ops: The Line. This is a first-person shooter, but also semi-squad based in a way. You're a first-person shooter, but you can also command your squad mates to kill people for you or whatever. So I really liked it a lot. The story is freaking awesome. It's only about 6 hours long, but the story, it really goes into like the shell shock and PTSD and just like everything that goes on in a war, like the really bad side that no one really talks about, or there's not enough really awareness about it. It really delves into that in this game. I really liked it a lot. The sand physics, you're in Dubai, and like when you shoot windows out, sand comes in. It's just really cool. I really, really enjoyed this game. If you like first-person shooters, it's a good one. Hold on, my battery's dying. Hold that thought. Sorry guys, 1 minute it said I had 32 minutes left, the next minute it said 0. So, anyways, as I was saying, if you like first-person shooters and good storyline, like it's been a long time since I played a first-person shooter that also had a good storyline. Well, I won't say that. But it's not your typical Call of Duty or Battlefield or anything like that. It really makes you like feel for the characters and all that kind of stuff. I definitely recommend it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It was really freaking good. Highly recommend. 6 hours into it, and I think that you will not regret it. Alright, the last game, a pretty long one. Actually, I beat this one before any of these other ones. But it took me a little bit, so usually when I beat a big game, a longer game, I beat like, I'll take a break and beat like a few littler games after that and then go into another long one. So this is my long one of those little games, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Probably not. But anyways, I beat this game before all those other ones. And that is Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Now, I freaking loved the first Shadow of Mordor game. I played it on the PC, and this was back when I was going to school still, so I would come home and not have anything to do for the rest of the day. And I worked during the summer, so during the fall and the spring, I would come home after class and not have anything to do. So what did I do? I played video games all the freaking time. And I remember sitting down and being like, what am I going to play today? Oh, I'm going to play Shadow of Mordor because I got it for a really good deal on Steam. I plopped it in and I beat it in 2 days. Like, that's how much I freaking loved the first one. This one was fun, but kind of a letdown. I loved being able to recruit your orcs and bending them to your will and putting them in your army and defending your castle. But the story it was a good story, but it was just like you go to do the story mission and it takes 5 minutes. So as a total, there's like maybe 30 story missions. Times that by 5, what's that? 3 times 5. 150 minutes. 150 minutes. That's what it felt like to me. Like the story mode was only 2.5 hours. Because when you're going through and doing the missions, it shows a little cutscene, and then you go do maybe like an escort mission. You kill a captain, and then the mission's over. So that was super disappointing. I liked the cutscenes when they were happening. I was like, yeah, this is a great story. And then all of a sudden, the mission was over. It's time to go to the next one. I'm like, what the heck? So that was super disappointing to me. And then a lot of the missions in the story mode were the same thing over and over again. So, like I said, it was the quick, okay, we gotta go here to this area on the map. Oh no, there's some orcs and some bad guys. Let's kill them. Oh, here comes a captain. Let's kill the captain. So that was kind of disappointing that after all the cool cutscenes, it was basically the same thing over and over again. But don't let me badmouth it too much. I did like the storylines. There was like 4 different quest lines, I guess, and they all come together at the end. I like them. You fight the Balrog in it. Like, you get to see the origin of some of the ring race in the movies, which is probably not following canon, but it doesn't really matter at this point. So I enjoyed that aspect of it, but like I said, it's a little disappointing. But with all that being said, I did enjoy what I played of it. I was just sad that it was like the story mode was over pretty quickly. But I ended up putting like 25 hours in the game, but that was mostly grinding, getting new orcs to join my army and stuff like that. I haven't done the epilogue where you do all the castle crashing and stuff like that. I probably won't. If I feel the need to go defend my castle, I'll probably turn it on, do one, and then continue on with the rest of my life. And then until I feel like doing another one, I might do it again. But yeah, it was alright. The first one was like a 10 out of 10. This one I'm going to give another 7. It was pretty good. It was above average, but the story mode was good, but it was not very long. So it was kind of disappointing. 7 out of 10 on that one. I enjoyed what I played, but I just wanted more, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's the games I beat recently, guys. Some disappointments in this episode, I guess. Let me know if any of you guys have played any of these games. Let me know what y'all thought of them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, maybe, if you're new, and leave a like. And yeah, I'll catch you in my next video. Peace. Happy gaming.